Fields of History: The Great War was just announced. It's a grand strategy war game set during World War I that looks like it was inspired by Hearts of Iron, specifically Hearts of Iron 3. Is this finally giving Hearts of Iron a good run for its money? Is this finally a worthy competitor to Paradox Interactive's massive grand strategy war game? And I do mean massive, as it also has a massive list of DLCs. You may find some of the bullet points about Fields of Glory: The Great War familiar. It has historical events, national decisions and decrees, managing the needs between civilian and military industries. You need to organize your corps, your armies, fleets and air squadrons by appointing capable officers. That's all well and good, but it could also be that the developer behind this game was a Hearts of Iron 4 modder who made the Great War mod for HOI4, a very highly rated and popular mod by the way, which I unfortunately didn't play because if you've watched this previous video of mine, Hearts of Iron 4 is kinda like my kryptonite, not gonna lie. It's my impossible to learn game. But maybe there's a first time for everything, right? Maybe this is the time. But the screenshots and footage in this trailer seems to confirm that this is pretty much in the vein of a Hearts of Iron 4 or 3 level of complexity, or maybe even more. It's hard to tell how it is different, but producing resources is quite similar in the sense that your armies have needs to fulfill for these resources and even food. There's a global market with price and stuff. It looks like the economy is simulated with a bit more depth, with a bit more variables involved, perhaps taking a bit more inspiration from Victoria too. So it's not just HOI3 or Hearts of Iron series, it seems to be picking on Victoria 2 at certain parts of the game as well. Rather than forcing players to pick their path on a tree like the National Focus tree in HOI4, Fields of History seems to be aiming for a more simulation style of gameplay where your actions dictate your national direction, with what I'm assuming will be tied to a rather complex scripting system, which will pop up based on what happens in your game. There's definitely a much stronger Hearts of Iron 3 vibe in this than HOI4 if I'm being honest. I think technology and the military units, which according to the developer there will be something like 300 units in this game with 250 technology, this will be key here for a World War I game which had significant technological change. This could be more than what they could have done in a mod. This is one of the big things that will make this its own game. I guess the main question you would have if you've played Hearts of Iron 4 and the mod, how is this different from the HOI4 mod? While the HOI4 mod could have been a total conversion which adds the World War I flavor of events, factions, technology and yes, focus trees, it all stays rooted in the HOI4 mechanics. So Fields of Glory: The Great War is an opportunity for the devs to try new things, new mechanics that were limited in a HOI4 mod. At least I hope so. It would be unfortunate if the devs didn't really push this new engine, an engine they have worked on since 2015, a good decade. The team has sacrificed quite a bit to get all these running. They've cancelled games to put more time to work on this engine. Which, by the way, this game was actually announced in 2017 in a very low-key kind of way. They have a Patreon and stuff. It's just that they've got a new publisher now, Microprose behind them this time, so they made a new announcement trailer announcing the partnership with Microprose, just to be clear here. So I really would hope we'll see more than just a game that's emulating a Paradox grand strategy game, but it manages to find its own identity and charm with cool new mechanics. I do like a game with a deep logistics and supply mechanic, so it will be interesting to see how this game pushes the system. Hopefully, not to the point of breaking its engine, because the thing with these games is these can be a bit of a resource hog due to the sheer amount of detail. But if you looked at the engine for the game, I know it's not much of a looker, but if you play Hearts of Iron, and especially the OG Hearts of Iron 2, I don't think graphics would be your main consideration. Although devs, what the hell is going on with this perspective of this shot? You've got a giant soldier here over a map. Nah, I know it's just a perspective issue, but please include better screenshots of your game. It's really interesting and cool that there's a lot of Paradox Grand Strategy inspired games that came from modders of their game, like Darkest Hour and even other Paradox games. That's something I've not seen in a lot of other games. I mean, Paradox interactive games tend to have a lot of modders that end up becoming game developers themselves, which is pretty damn cool. We don't have a release date for it yet, but considering it's been in the works since 2017, I hope it won't be coming out too late. Maybe in early access. My wish is that they have a demo for us to check out. Hopefully we'll get to check this out quite soon. Anyway, do check out the Steam page of this game and give it a wish list if you're a Hearts of Iron fan and love games like this. I think you might want to keep an eye on this one. Perhaps I shall attempt to play some Hearts of Iron 4 and other Paradox Grand Strategy games and make some entertaining content on these games. So if you would like to see me play HOI4 terribly, perhaps you could consider subscribing to my channel. By the way, do you have a recommendation for a nation to play for someone who hasn't played much HOI4? Share with me in the comments. And if you haven't checked out this video here where I talk about how Hearts of Iron 4 is the game I just can't get into despite spending more than 30 hours on it, which I know in a normal game that's like a huge amount of time, but yeah, it's a Paradox Grand Strategy game. 30 hours is like maybe skimming the surface, possibly staring blankly at the different screens. Go check out this video over here. Thanks for watching and farewell, noble friends.